Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I'm really excited to be back here delivering another at-home yoga session. Really hope you guys are all at home staying safe, and to those who have to work and support us, a huge big thank you for all your support and help. We honestly appreciate everything that you guys do while we're tucked up in the houses. Okay, so you guys have given us some fantastic feedback about our at-home videos and all the classes we're doing online for you, so thank you. The team are absolutely loving getting your comments, and we're going to deliver another fun load of classes coming your way. But as always, if you guys have got anything else you want us to add in, any advice or support, give us a call, send us an email, or send us a PM. Okay, your phone calls are still getting heard. They come directly to my mobile, no prankies. So don't you worry, just reach out if you guys need to. Okay, so let's get started with another at-home yoga practice. So as always, let's begin in our comfortable seated position. And it's really important to spend the first few minutes of the practice just connecting to the breath and also just settling into the here, to the now. Okay, so take a nice deep inhale in. And as you exhale, just try to release any tension, any negative thoughts, anxiety, just anything that's you're hanging on to, just bothering you. Now's the time. Let it go. So try to relax and not feel the need to quickly dive in. Take a couple of breaths and move on to the next. Okay, just really connect to the breath and relax. So today's practice is all about compassion, and I think it's quite an important one to do. There's a lot of us going through different things at the minute. This staying at home will be affecting us all in different ways. Some people have to go to work, some people are at home with kids, some people's vulnerable, whatever it is, it's really affecting us all in different ways. And just because someone else's way is different from yours does not mean that we cannot understand and be compassionate about that situation. So I think more than ever, it's just time to take a little bit of understanding for each other, and just also just be a bit softer on yourself. So don't be so harsh on yourself. So our affirmation for today is I am compassionate. And again, that's just for you and for others. So take 3 nice deep breaths and just repeat that affirmation to yourself. I am compassionate. Let's get started. So either eyes open or eyes closed, your choice. But we're going to just start with some gentle neck circles, just trying to open up the neck. Okay, so just let everything release off. And then remember to switch directions, but do so at your own time. Release into center. So let's begin with the hands at the heart. This is a favourite way of mine to start in the practice, and many of my classes I start in this way. And I think it's just a nice little rhythm and routine to get into. So sitting up nice and tall, take a deep inhale in, interlace the fingers and push that negativity away. We do not need it. So you'll feel a nice stretch in the back. Take a deep inhale to rise. Keep the shoulders down. And then exhale, one hand comes down to the mat, you reach one up and you take it over. Well done. Inhale over and all the way up and over. Good. Hands at the heart again, let's go. So inhale in, exhale, push away from the body. Inhale to rise, remember shoulders down, exhale, release, up and over. So keep the butt cheeks on the ground, those glutes on the ground when you do this. And remember, yoga's not about coming into static poses. I'm here to guide you, so go with the flow. Final time. All the way up and all the way over. And release. Okay, so we're going to go from here. We're going to rise up with your inhale, and I'm going to reach forward and sit nice and relaxed. Okay, and what this does, you'll feel this opening up your glutes and your hips. Nice and easy. And just breathe when you get into the pose. And then what we're going to do is we're going to keep the left hand down on the mat. I'm going to inhale in, exhale, release. So working on that little bit of twist. Oh, it feels good. And inhale here. Let's try the opposite side. All the way up. I trained some arms, upper back yesterday. This feels good. And release. Rolling on up. Let's switch our legs opposite way. Bit of yoga for the brain there. There we go, and we do the same. So rising on up and reaching on forward. And this time you'll feel it on the opposite side. Just opening up that little bit more. And then when you're ready, we go left side first, all the way up. And release, and switch it up. And release. Rolling on up. So we're going to head on to all fours and head into our lovely cat-cow. I'm a big fan of cat-cow because it really, really works. So stack the knees underneath the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders. Now remember, we have 5 fingers, so make sure your weight is placed evenly on them. And just take a deep inhale in. The bum and the neck goes up. And as you exhale, we round at the shoulders and crunch the ribs and the pelvis together. So it's really important that you start flowing with your own breath, because as I explained, I'm here to guide you. So I'm not here for you to copy me exactly. You've got to listen to your own body and really take control of your own yoga practice. I think that's really important to learn. Yoga's not about coming into pose. It's about you, so pay attention. So what I always like to do once I've done that is just a couple, you might need to shake it off at the side. You can stay up here a bit longer. You might want to stay here longer. Whatever it is, it's personal to you. So go with it. If it feels good, do it. Okay, so let's do a couple more. last one. And release. So now we're going to stretch out the wrists. Now, when you do yoga, Pilates, or even sitting at the type in, whatever it is, we're obviously using our wrists and our arms a lot. Now, how often do you actually take time to stretch them? Probably not a lot. So I'm going to show you a nice, easy, quick one. Now, some people really enjoy this. Some people it takes a little bit of getting used to, okay? So I'll start with my left hand so you can see it clearly. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my left hand round, okay? Now, my fingers and my palm are still on the mat. And I just sit back.
Could you try again?
There's Siri speaking to me. I do that all the time. My classes as well. Never mind. So you sit back and you begin to feel the stretch coming all the way up here and in the back of the wrist. Okay? So we just sit back, couple of breaths. And then I turn it round and I'm just going to flick it over. And it's the same. So make sure all fingers and the back of the hand are connected to the mat and I sit back. Now don't force it, it's just gently. Couple of breaths and then release. Let's try the other side. So round, connect and sit back. I really enjoy this. I think it's so important. Bit of wrist health. And then round and over. And release. So there we go, a bit of wrist health. So now we're going to head into our first downward facing dog. So let's take our time getting there, curl the toes under and start crawling our way up. So my big one for cycling my way up, pedaling it out, bending at the knees, whatever you call it, just to waken all these muscles up and then nice and high. There we go. Feel the stretch, everything opening. And then we walk up to our hands. I like to walk up because I like to stretch out my hamstrings. So the backs of the legs, they need this stretch. First time getting here, and then inhale, up you come. Exhale to release. And nice and easy. So we're going to do that again. I'm really going to work on opening up the back of the legs, the hamstrings and the glutes. So inhale up, exhale forward fold, so bum back, chest forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back position. Just stay here for a second and then release on down. Okay, so tuck in the chin, clasp yourself at your elbows and rock side to side. Feels good, let it go. And inhale up. Big stretch to let it go. Back beginning to open, feel mobilized. So let's go down again. Forward fold. This time we're going to step the right knee back and we come down to a nice little lunge. And we're putting the back knee down to begin with. You'll see why in a second, okay? So first of all, hands come up, inhale in, exhale, sink forward. So lifting up, sinking forward. Really opening up the whole body. So my chest is lifted, my shoulders aren't here, they're down, arms up. And then let's bring the hands to the mat. And I'm going to sink deeper into the knee. You can really feel this up the back of my leg and my Achilles. Take a deep inhale in. And as I do, I come up, exhale, twist. So I'm twisting my full body and I'm twisting over the left leg, so the leg that's in front, and we twist, and again we lift the chest. Nice deep breaths. Okay, parallel arms, not down here, we want lifted arms. We'll really feel this opening up. Take an inhale in, right hand down to the mat, left hand goes up, and we're eyeing up the sky. And then inhale, left hand, and it comes to the inside of the foot. I'm going to use my elbow to push against and open up my hip as I twist. Inhale to center, exhale, straighten the front leg, and I sit all the way back down. Lovely hamstring stretch, this one. One of my favourites as well. Got a lot of favourites, pigeon especially, but no pigeon tonight, I'm afraid. I'm sure many of you will be relieved in that fact. And release up. So let's have a little bit of a flow, really keep the heart rate going. So hands come down, I step back into plank. Now, you can chaturanga or you can drop to your knees. And just a nice easy chaturanga to do. Up I come into upward dog. Curl my toes under and downward dog. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And then I have a little donder up to the top and I rise. Release. Nice and easy, back to where we began. So, back to the forward fold. Open everything up. Inhale in, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Now we're here again, so just let it go. Another good one is this one. Your choice, whatever you like. And rise on up. Release. So let's take it to the opposite side and see how we get on. So up, release. And then this time we step the left foot back. Okay. So just come to a comfortable position, take your time. Arms come up and we sink on in. Shoulders down, and we're really going to lean forward because what we're trying to do as well is open up the Achilles, and the only way you can do that is if your knee goes over your toes, because there is this option, but we're going deeper today, so we're just going to stretch out. Then when you feel everything easing off, take a deep inhale in, up we come, exhale, nice big twist. And remember, we always twist over the leg that's in front. Okay, it's a good way to remember it. I'm trying to open up the chest and the shoulders. Take a deep inhale in. Left hand to the mat. We twist and we look up. And inhale, switch, elbow in, push in against that knee and rise on up. Opening up the chest so we're not here. Open the shoulders, up we go. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, sit on back. So remember, each side will be different, so maybe that side was easier or the other side was, whatever suits. Try your best, that's all we ever ask. And do remember that some days you might not be feeling it as much as others. So always be grateful for the fact that you showed up, you gave it a try, and you done the best you could at that time. And release on. So let's flow. So here we go. We're going to chaturanga into upward dog. And the good news this time, we can just relax on back into that lovely child's pose that we all love. And release. Nice and easy. So let's all come into a seated position. It's a nice gentle practice today. There's nothing big and fancy about it, okay? And that comes with our affirmation of I am compassionate. And I think we've all got enough going on that we shouldn't overly push ourselves to achieve all these crazy fitness goals just now, or gut your house, do X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. Like, cut yourself some slack. Your whole lives have all been changed. So we need to just remember that it's okay to do nothing. It's okay to some days feel like it and some days not. And I think really just have compassion for yourself and appreciate what others are going through as well. So just remember this, and that's why today's practice is nice and gentle. So we're going to hug the knee in. My opposite leg is sitting out straight. Okay, so just hug it on in, nice and tall. And we're going to do a little twist. So first of all, I'm going to take my right hand behind my back. Now for some of us, this will be enough. Little spinal rotation. For some of us who've been doing it a bit longer, you're going to use the opposite hand. I'm going to stick elbow out the side. I'm going to twist further. Now what's really important here is you don't end up way back here trying to twist. So wherever you're at today, go and breathe. And release. So same side, and grab your foot and take your foot and try and put it in the crease. And this is rocking the baby. Okay, so rock it side to side. Nothing fancy. And again, just up nice and tall. Just relax it. It's quite soothing, just shaking side to side. And release. Out it goes. Let's try the opposite side. Okay, so hug it on in. Nice and tall. You can either just stay here or add the further twist. Release back to centre. And again, foot comes on in and we hug it. Try not have the knee away down here. You want to hug the knee up to open up more of the glutes. And release. Come up onto your knees. Okay, we're going to sit up nice and tall. I'm just going to stretch off the back and the shoulders and the arms once again. So nice and strong through here. Clasp my hands behind and pull it down. Okay. Instantly I feel everything in my chest lifting. And then you can either stay here or we can pull the hands back behind the body and breathe. And release your hands forward, pulling away and tucking in that chin. And release. So our final part of our compassionate yoga session is we're going to end on a little relaxation. The relaxation we're going to do is we're going to do it in child's pose and prayer hands. Okay, big fan of this and it always goes down well in my classes. It's a really nice way just to zone out and relax. So before I go down, because I won't be able to speak when I'm down there, I want you to really just sit here and think, I am compassionate because, and you finish that sentence. And I think it's really important that you guys enable yourselves to come up with these affirmations and to really truly understand and feel what they mean. And a good way to do that is when you're relaxing is just to repeat it and go over it in your head and reinforce those reasons. We all know that these are all kind out there, so let's just sit there and have a think about why we're compassionate and why we should be compassionate. Okay, so I would recommend starting about 5 minutes and try and build up to about 10 minutes. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you all next time. And please send me a message, comment on this, and let me know what you guys want to see next. We've obviously got quite a few weeks to go. Being in lockdown, staying safe, okay? So feedback to me, let me know what you want to see more of, anything you would love me just to cover, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Stay safe, everyone.